save the manuals. In this video, I'm gonna give you 8 reasons that I chose the GT350 instead of the GT500. I've got my helpers with me, and this car needs a bath, so we're gonna do 2 things at once today. Reason number 8, the GT350 is the most affordable Shelby that you can buy in 2020, brand new. If you want the snake badge instead of the horse badge, and if you're a Mustang person, you know what I'm talking about. This is the car for you. This is the one. This is the way to get this car, to get a Shelby with the stripes and the whole feel for the least amount of money. You don't have to spend 80K to get in one of these bad boys.
Dad, when do I get to drive this car?
When you're 30.
21 more years!
That's right. Reason number 7 that I chose the GT350 over the GT500 is the balanced power. Guys, 526 horsepower with most of the handling of the GT500, a lot less weight. It's balanced perfection. It's unbelievable to drive. If you know how we feel about superchargers on this channel, but this car doesn't need that. This car is perfect like it is. If you take a look at the Wolf over here, it's right down here. This is about as unbalanced as it gets. We've got 750 crank horsepower. Everything's custom on it, supercharged. It's big and heavy and powerful, but it's not balanced at all. And that is not the GT350. This thing is super balanced. I think it's more balanced than the GT500.
Dad, I need to go to the bathroom.
You should have put on a diaper before you came out here. Reason number 6 I chose the GT350 over the GT500 is the TREMEC transmission. This is the shifter right here. Guys, this thing, it's perfection. It shifts so short. It's so clean. It feels so good. Hey, don't miss any spots, guys.
Dad, can we have food today?
If the car's clean. This thing is good. It's really, really, really good. It's way better than a shift knob in the GT500 that you flip on and you're done and you don't really get engaged in the driving experience. Sure, it won't shift as fast as the dual clutch transmission in a GT500, but it's nostalgic, like an old classic watch that you gotta wind every day, or an acoustic guitar. Sometimes the old ways are the good ways. Added dealer markup, or ADM, is probably the worst thing ever. So when I bought this car, the GT500 had an added dealer markup of anywhere between $10,000 for the base and $30,000 to $40,000 for the track pack. That's ridiculous. That added dealer markup will vanish faster than Trump's lead on election night at 3 a.m. in Wisconsin. So here's the deal. You can buy the GT350 with either very little markup or no markup, because it's not future value. It's not worth that. You can wait and get that car a lot cheaper. This style is 4 or 5 years old, and that's why I was able to buy it way under MSRP. And that's how you buy a Shelby. You don't ever pay him added dealer markup. You're just throwing money down the drain. Can you guys get your ever-loving crap together? Reason number 4 I got the GT350 instead of the GT500 was being able to rev the engine as you pull up to a stoplight. Now I know you can take your paddle shifters and you can hold them and you can do your revs and stuff, but there's something about flipping it up into neutral and hitting the throttle a couple, I don't know, 5 or 7 to 10 times. It sounds cool, and everybody around you thinks you're cooler just because you can do that, and they know you have a manual and they know you're a man.
I think they'll know that you're a man because you're driving a Shelby.
Reason number 3 that I chose the GT350 instead of the GT500 is because it's naturally aspirated. Now, you know we love power, we love boost, turbos, all that stuff. But in a world of EcoBoost, twin turbocharged V6 Ford trucks and GT500 supercharged this and 1,000 horsepower that, this car stands out. This car is special because it's awesome at being a mountain car. It's awesome at being a daily driver. And bone stock right out of the gate, it's awesome. It's got the perfect amount of power. We're gonna add some more power to it because that's what we do. But naturally aspirated is awesome. All right, before we get to number 2, I need you to subscribe to the channel, turn on notification bells, because then I can make more money and buy more parts and make more videos. Reason number 2, I bought a GT350 instead of a GT500 is this car makes you drive it. I don't have air conditioned seats, I don't have heated seats. This thing has major tram lining, super duper sticky tires. Everything on the suspension is just wired up to be a track car. You have to shift. It makes you drive the car, and there's something really engaging about that I love.
He's getting to everything. I'm dabbing little clouds here.
Like who?
Bob Ross. It's your world.
All right, we're down to number 1. I want you to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and then comment down below which of these reasons you think is the best, or disagree with us and tell us what we're stupid about. If you've got one of these cars, tell us something we missed in the comments. All right, number 1. You guessed it, ladies and gentlemen. The number 1 reason, and maybe really the only reason, to buy a GT350 over a GT500 is the 5.2 liter VOODOO flat plane crank motor. This thing makes people break their necks to see what's going on. When they hear this thing coming, it's like nothing else on the road. Now, I say nothing else on the road that you hear most of the time. This has Italian heritage. The flat plane crank is in the Ferraris, it's in some of your exotics, but for some reason, it just sounds 100% like America. Raleigh, I need a towel.
It's so cold.
So here's the bottom line. That's 8 reasons that I think the GT350 is a much better value than a 500. That's 8 reasons I think it's better than a 500. There might be 20 reasons that the GT500 is better than the GT350, and we can argue about that in the comments all the way till the cows come home. But here's the deal. For a little over 60 grand, this is the best Shelby to buy for the money. For the difference in that and what I would have to pay to get a 500, you're not gonna believe what we do to this car. We've got the sickest wrap you've ever seen. We're going after all the awards with Metro Wraps down in Hollywood, Florida. It's gonna be nuts. This car's gonna look like nothing you've ever seen. And wait till you see what we do on performance next. We've got big plans. So guys, make sure you keep watching. There's gonna be another video pop up here in just a second. We're gonna get this thing dried off, but you keep watching these videos and you'll see everything we do in the Backroad driver world. It's been good to get the family involved in this one. Though they really helped me a lot. Oh my gosh. On YouTube. Yes! Oh my goodness. I'm gonna kill y'all. Make sure you subscribe to Backroad Driver. Canceling Christmas. Cutting up my wife's credit card. The kids are gonna homeschool. No, kids are not gonna homeschool. The kids are going to military school.
Let it rip!